had to basically go and fix that out all again. And also, a few other small food coma things, but I'll get onto that as I get on with the run. Hopefully everybody's doing well enough. So first and foremost, we finally beat Witch Episode 4. After you can see, 19 losses and 1 win. A whole third of my Dicey Dungeon series on YouTube has just been dedicated to losing Witch 4. So, I'm happy we're past that. We can do Parallel Universe, which should hopefully be a lot easier of a task to handle. Hopefully a lot easier of a task to handle. But, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. This is one of my only 3 scheduled streams this week, just because I've got a lot longer shifts going on when it comes to work this week. Well, yeah, I say that at both of my jobs, so we're just seeing how things are going. So first and foremost, I need to snap back to reality, because Witch 5 Parallel Universe is a good bit different from the other Parallel Universes. Because usually, it was just a standard episode, but all status effects would be swapped or so. Instead, Witch has a whole slew of new status effects that you have to contend with for 5, which makes it fun in its own right without being frustrating like 4, where everybody's upgraded and you have to deal with dying to all their upgraded moves. So you can see here, we have Fruit Ball and Snapdragon, 2 equipment pieces which were never seen before. Deal 3 damage. On sits, gain 2 mana. I get 2 mana. Mana is used to grant bonus powers on certain cards. Disappears at the end of the fight. So you can see here, 2 mana. Do 1 damage and reroll dice. So, it's a cauldron, but if I use 1 mana, I can reroll 2 dice instead. So, a pretty cool mechanic with being able to basically hand buff your own equipment cards, all things considered. That is, if I can get the mana to do so. But I'm not too worried. And otherwise, you can see here, Shield and the other status effects should work just like other Parallel Universe episodes. Even though it's been 20 plus episodes since I've done Parallel Universe for any character. So instead of it being a shield, it's instead a regen that happens at the beginning of his turn. Fortunately, he's never gonna get his turn, so that's just how it goes. But yeah, at least for the streaming side of things, I'm kind of really busy with both my jobs, and it's not necessarily a bad thing now, it's just life as it is. So I'm just kind of getting through it, not worrying too much, and we'll just see how things go for me, all things considered, yeah? But how are you, Austin, since you're in here? Alright, Snapdragon with my 2, so I can get a 6 of mana. I roll 2 dice back. Might as well get the shield then, and since it's a maximum of 3, I can't get any shield for the turn. But I'm gonna level up anyway, so I'm not worried. Thorns in Parallel Universe is deal X amount of damage more with each attack, so it actually doesn't matter to me what this man's doing. Instead, I can just keep returning small ones, because I have the mana to do so. In fact, I'll just keep spending all the mana to just keep refunding as much dice as I possibly can. It's funny with how that worked out, because I'd be one-off lethal otherwise, but it's no big deal. I'll just get the kill next turn, because I'm gonna level up anyway. So, whack, hit, die. No problems here. Do 5 damage, or for 2 mana, you can deal double damage. Do 5 damage. If mana is equal to or greater than 2, inflict freeze. I think I'd take the double damage instead, because I want my profile, my damage profile to move way, way up. A Super Space Marine, a Wizard Sneezy. Well, fight me the wizard, please. That ain't much I can use at all, I'll be honest with you. In that case, then roll me. That's a 5. Root Bowl me. Roll me. That's a 1. Root Bowl me. That's a 2. That's much better. Very always I get something to go, and if you hit me, I can shield back some hits. 50% chance to dodge the next attack. Interesting, the dodge is just a 50% chance. I could just kind of burn, though. You dodged, but I got the eye back, so I don't care. In that case, then, I'm holding out for another 6 for Sunbeam. I don't think I'm gonna get it anytime soon, though. Yeah, I'll just toss. But yeah, I'm just good to see how things go. 5 damage and shot equipment. Shot in Parallel Universe means I have to spend mana to get to use it. Yep. Or I could just do something like so. I don't have 2 mana though. A little annoying, but I can roll like so to instead get 2 mana. I'll take the 3 HP damage if it means I can just reroll and then toss a die at you for the 2 damage lethal. Also, I just realized, that's the point in which I didn't change my hair color. Let's fix that. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Get a new die. On sits, just +1 die this fight. Minimum of 4. Let's put that on the 3 slot then. Just keep filling out my inventory. Let's fight Sneezy, because the Space Marine can only deal burst of damage, which I can already set up to heal with the Enchanted Shield anyway. So it just gives me a random new die. Okay. Good to know. In that case, for now then, I'll just deal my 4 damage and be done with it. As Sneezy takes his turn, I will just go ahead and say that I am sipping on another smoothie as always. I thought that is the par for the course for me. Just having a smoothie to sip on or so. Main thing for me is that it is another fruit smoothie. It is mixed berries once again though, which is mango, peach, strawberry, pineapple, I believe. So, pretty nice all things considered, I'd say. I don't know why I'm rolling. Actually, I guess, oh, tossing a die and tossing both dice versus making a fruit salad or a fruit bowl and doing all of that still results in the same thing at the end of the day. Yeah, for situations where Sneezy can just kind of hit me like so, that's why I just kind of said, whatever. Whatever, and I'll just deal with them next as my immediate thought process. He can kill me though, so I think instead what I'll do is try just go ahead and use my crystal ball so I can make sure he doesn't have a doubles kills me situation a few of the times. They don't take the upgraded slots, I want to see how things go. Dying is bad for your health? I kind of know that, Calvin. I wouldn't even say it's bad for your health, I just wouldn't exist in that state then, basically. Uneven gain 2 mana, interesting. Reroll this. Not much to say out of that. In that case then, what would I get out of... Well, I say what should I get out of Miracle Cauldron, and then I don't even put it into the upgraded slot. Also, I just noticed, yeah, Super Space Marine has 7 dice. Okay. That's interesting. Very, very interesting to say the least. Well, basically Hall of Mirrors me then, please. Then, roll me 2. Then let me just keep generating more mana. At least I'm gonna have a nice Freeze Beam next. Now, he rolled pretty well, but at the very least it's just 10 damage, so I'm not gonna sweat it too much. If I can kill him this turn, though, that would be great. 1. And we'll hold on to that, though. That does actually have its uses. They can do something like this. Spend all my mana basically making over. Then... yeah, just have a Sunbeam hit for 10, and then you just go on from there. So Sunbeam upgraded goes from needing an even slot to just taking whatever. I can also look at the upgrades too anyway, so yeah. Snapdragon becomes an even, pretty big. An even get +1 dice, so instead of sits only. Enchanted Shield is maximum of 4, and Sunbeam doesn't have a requirement of even. Good to know, good to know. I think for now I'll put Mirror Cauldron, because it's a higher Cauldron roll without the damage bit, but I can... what's his face? I can get out a little bit more poke. Also interesting. Do 4 damage, at start of turn do 3. I like that idea. Put that in my 4 slot? I think I like the scaling of having Mirror Cauldron for later, but having Enchanted Bolt just be constant damage at the beginning of turns is really nice. I do think so. You beat the game yet? Not base game. Remember, I got stuck for like the longest time ever, Calvin. So let's roll things and let's see how things go. Mirror Bolt does 4 damage at the beginning of a turn then. Interesting. Our Enchanted Bolt does 4. So quite literally, let's just toss it and let's just do a boatload of damage to Stereo Head and just say, hey, you want to die next turn? You didn't even roll anything to use. So yeah, that's just a total of 10 damage taken in the beginning of your turn. You'll love to see it. And I'll just whack you for a little bit of even damage then. Yeah. Take your bye, sir. That's kind of ridiculous. Just say, hey, I rolled 4s. Die. Get a new dice. On 4, gain 1 mana. Interesting. Gain a Thorns or gain an extra. I'm not doing enough successive damage on a turn. I do like the Fruit Bowl potentially, but I'm only generating mana on one side. So instead of spending it on that, when I could be spending it on Sunbeam, might be good. Snapdragon's my only other source. Maximum of 4. I think I like that, because then I have Mirror Cauldron and Fruit Bowl for either or. So let's hold on to that then. Let's hold on to that. Let's fight a Yeti. That way we get the level up after this fight, and we chill. So, exactly so. Get that going. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to spend otherwise, so I might as well put the shields out here. And at least if it freezes, I can still roll for new dice with my flower pot now. Yeah, that's not the worst ever. Mirror Cauldron doesn't work this way, unfortunately, then. But I can swap you out. That's a 4. You know, take that. Make you an Enchanted Bolt. Just hit the shield, because that's 3 health when getting bat, and I'm doing 7 damage. So it still is damage at the end of the day. Of course, I have Crystal Ball to bail me out if I really need to. Yeah, totally fine. I got what I want out of things so far. Roll me? Oh, maximum of 4. Hey! Okay, I think I will go ahead and use. Spend. Get this going. Maximum of 4 still, not an even. Oh, good. I need to find a better slot for Enchanted Shield, because it's stalling me a little bit, but it's not really doing much else. You only rolled even, so that's wonderful to see how things considered here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you anyway, so I think I'll just, instead of killing you now, I'll take whatever hit you hit to me so I can get my Crystal Ball ready. And we'll be good. Nice, 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 nice. 'Cause yeah, I can just defend up and the Enchanted Bolts just do all my damage. Hilarious, hilarious. At start of turn, gain a mana. A double dice value or triple. I think I'll take dice value -1 from Daffodil because it gets me mana. And I can play that down for Enchanted Bolt value to get to evens. Actually huge. That's a huge combo. To Cactus, we'll add Thorns to make his attack deal more, and then that's just whatever. But I'm not too concerned, so instead, Mirror Cauldron to start. Daffodil, Bolt. Daffodil, roll me. Minimum of 4, so that's high end only, though. So instead, flower pot, see what I get. Perfect. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I've got a lot of residual small gains, which is pretty good. Because that's some damage I got to deal at the very least. I have some mana, but it's not really much for me to do here. I don't think I need the reroll. I think I'll just take the raw damage from Snapdragon. Because I haven't rolled too many 4s, so I need to keep my damage on moving up. Yeah, can't do much here. Otherwise then, hit, roll me. That's a 1 again. Roll me. I have to deal 5. I will not be dealing 5 today. A little unfortunate. I think I'll go ahead and spend just so I can try to guarantee a kill. 1, 2. Perfect. Nice. Since I already took a third of my health as damage, no reason to otherwise. No reason to keep that line moving up. You two get an odd dice. I don't think that's worth it at all. Because it's even when I'm already spending my few little evens few and far between. The question is... No, I don't need the thistle. Alright, keep going. A super marshmallow when there's 7 things of apples here. Interesting. Well, I think I will fight you first because I need access to the health or whatever comes by. Yeah, questionable burns, questionable freezes. Burning in Mirror Universe means that you can't use that equipment next turn. Gotta remember that. Mirror Cauldron becomes uneven. You get a new die for the fight. For now, I think just set myself up because I'm not really doing much here with my potential at all, damage-wise. Ooh, that smoothie's real nice. So it sets that it turns things down, but it's whatever. Get me a mana, please. I mean, it works both ways, all things considered here. Minimum of 4 doesn't do much for me, but I can just put that dice in. Oh, it makes it unavailable still. Interesting. Either way, I still got some value out of it. That's 7 damage I'm doing next turn, so not the worst ever. And you rolled 3 evens. Not bad either, considering how that's 1 damage that you are not doing to me. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, having no access to it is interesting. Oh, good. What I think I'd like to do is... Don't wear a cauldron. Just keep the line moving up as always. Play my evens out, because they're not going anywhere. Can't do anything with that, unfortunately, yet. But... by Daffodil... By Daffodil to Mirror Cauldron. No, Mirror Cauldron requires a 4. Idiot. It's alright, though. I don't need mana, so instead... play me the Enchanted Bolt and just toss the Flaming Die. That way I have, once again, more end-of-turn damage. Low rolls from him, or lower half of the die spectrum at least, but that's still annoying. Considering how I can't manipulate for assists naturally. But hey, that's still damage. So I think I'd like to just hit Flower Pot, see what I get. Not the best. Mirror Cauldron, see what I get. Still not the best. Well, I still can just toss a die at you. Actually, it's a Flaming Die that got used, so we're fine. Not a Flaming Die, since I used it, it's deal 4 damage if you use, versus 3 just at the end of each turn. Alright, fair enough. Fight me the Kraken then, and then Snowman last. I'm gonna level up after these fights, so no big deal. Throw the sits. Toss. Toss. I'd rather have the Enchanted Bolt already, so I already have some mana to gain and everything. I haven't really used sits as naturally otherwise. I've just been using them to scaling, when I could just be using it for my little bit of damage anyway, but it's no big deal. Now the curse switching targets for damage really is annoying. But I'll just have to see how things go. Annoying. So annoying. I don't even have 2 mana. Also the stupid problem as well. Hey. Well, still is damage potentially that I could use. Play Mirror Cauldron out, see if I can get another even. Wonderful to see. They'll just go ahead and toss things out here. The blind not being able to see my health actually is a pretty bad detriment because I don't know my line on what I have health-wise. I know at least I've only lost maybe 12 HP necessarily. I need a 4 to get more mana, unfortunately. 1 out of 4. Roll me. Maximum of 4. Ah! 1. 4. Perfect. Gain a mana. 10 damage. And then do like that. Because Daffodil on 5 is the one that gets me mana naturally. To whereas I'm trying to play a 4 on my flower pot to gain the mana otherwise. So small plays on small recognition. They're both yellow attacks and everything like that, and that's not what I'm recognizing, unfortunately. That is kind of screwing me up a bit, but it's okay. Toss this in here. Hit, toss dice. Alright, we're fine. I'm overthinking things a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but it's no big deal. I'm still walking away with enough apples to heal, and then I have, you know, the level up after the snowman fight. So 31 health ain't anything to scoff at. Minimum of 4 on Mirror Cauldron still. Not the best, but hey, we'll take that. Toss. Well, I might as well have a million Mirror Cauldrons then, because I'm not going to toss for 1 damage when I have an equipment slot. Now, you did roll 2 evens, so decent for me, because even with you rolling me down, fact is, I can Crystal Ball and get new dice. Alright, this is hilariously sad, I am not going to lie. Give me another die, that's another 4. I will generate mana though. I will go ahead and do that. And I can't even do anything with all of these stupid Mirror Cauldrons. I'll just go ahead and toss these out. They generated mana, but I really didn't generate anything else here. That's 2 more evens, so not the worst, but I am actively dying still. So what I need to do instead is just roll for higher ends and odds, dude, because this is not going anywhere otherwise. This honestly hit. I don't have too much more economy-wise. That's all evens. That's a huge turn, because now I actually get some turns to play with my higher dice. And I still didn't get any higher dice. That's a 6, though. That is absolutely huge. Because then I can spend my mana finally, and I have a huge potential. 2 evens. 2 evens, 2 odds. I will get Crystal Ball off of this, so I have a bailout in case I need. The fact is, I have a way to hit and deal damage. Thank goodness. I have a way to deal damage twice over. This is huge, but I don't have 2 mana. Oh, but I do have 5 damage just out of that. Alright, we're fine. We are fine. The big level up. Spirit slot. I don't think it would do me too much here. Upgraded is okay, but I think an extra die just actually have to play around with will be huge. Start of turn, do 3 damage. I already have Enchanted Bolt. I mean, I could put that on 2 as well, but that's killing my mana. I don't need 2 of them. I think we're fine. No, let's sit. Let's sit on this. Alright. Not the worst lay of the land, taking a look at it here. I think there's any enemies that I'm really going to have a 100% problem with. So let's just chill. First and foremost, get as much dice as I potentially can. Because that's 37 dice to play with, which is absolutely huge. Get Snapdragons out here. I think I would just chill on this. Just go ahead, deal my damage out. And, my scaling is absolutely huge. Only 2 poison as well, which means I can just fight things out for that dice exactly. No worries at all, Chief. So, press this. Hit. Absolutely big. 2 mana. 2 mana. Place with Snapdragon again. Hit for the mana gain. And then, just get the Enchanted Bolts out for 6 more damage next turn. Guaranteed, plus whatever else I play. I am gonna get cursed. Annoying. I hate cursed in any capacity, but hey, it's whatever. Question is, if you're locked away, would you still deal damage to me? Which the answer was no. Do you damage me? No. Annoying. Okay, curse went out, so then I can just go ahead and spend 10. Nice! 9 damage direwolf fight after all of my scaling too. Huge. 8 health. Let's see what I get out of this. Summer Solstice to do up to 12 damage, up to 32 for 4 mana. I don't think I have a way to really do that, dude. Consume spell in the slot, whatever. Do 4 times that, so I could do 24 if I wanted to. That seems interesting. But what would I kill for that then? Guess I could go Daffodil, because I don't really need Snapdragon. Or rather, Snapdragon pairs into Sunbeam, but I'm already fine enough on my damage potential otherwise. Huh. Those are interesting, both of them. I could also just Summer Solstice in place of my Sunbeam. That's 10 damage versus 32 damage, potentially. Potentially. A turn. At minimum, that is 2, 4, 6 damage with the triple. At max, that's 12, 24, 36. I have to set up a lot more for what could be 4 turns worth. I think I would take that, actually. Yeah, put that in place of Sunbeam. I like the idea. I really like the idea. It's stupid, but I think I want to play to that win condition just because it's fun. So let's do so. So first and foremost, that's a sit, straight up. Get me the mana to start, please. Yeah, get me mana to start, and then just Enchanted Bolt for damage. Decent. You're gonna get 2 crystallizes, or at least 1 if you want to spend it otherwise. Why a curse? Why? I hate! Absolutely stupid, dude. I can't believe. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Really? Really? Oh, jeez, I'm a Crystalina fight too. Whatever, dude. I'm just gonna Enchanted Bolt you to death. I hate you so much. You absolute bellend. Cruzy, why? I don't mind the shock as much, but like, really? It just had to happen that way? I hate this. I hate everything. I hate everything that this stands for. Roll me down. That way I can play this out. Flower pot. See what I get. That's a 6. See if I can get an even. Not an even. I just want to kill you next turn. I don't want to play with you, Crystalina. You absolute... Why did it have to be the curse? Why? Whatever. I'm about to die, and I am not happy about it. At least you can't toss dice. Get that crap out of here. You... Curse is not a fun event! It never is! Give me the paper knight. Give me the paper knight. Okay, look. I don't have a way to deal fire damage, unfortunately, here. He can deal a whole boatload of damage back to me, which is not going to be fun. We Daffodil. At least I get the mana out of it. It... Put Snapdragon on my last slot, because I might as well, and we'll go on from here. No even. Actually, that's pretty huge. There's no damage potential coming out then. But granted, she did just lock all of my dice. So, mild problem. Oh, wait, you have to use them in order unlocked in Parallel Universes. I thought it was still regular universe. Oops. Okay, you know what? It's still fine. It's still fine. Toss. Get me another die. Flower pot just to see what I get out of it. It's a 2. I'll just toss it. I dealt 11 damage. I've taken none at least. Okay, she rolled an even, so it's no big deal. Smile. Ow. No fun. Cruz Ship can mitigate most of Rat King's damage when it comes to. I have 4 mana. Put Summer Solstice out. 8, 16, 24 damage if I wanted to right here. No, go ahead and do so, just because it's huge damage potential. I kind of need to just get things moving. Snapdragon here. Hit. Set up Enchanted Bolt. You're dead next turn, basically. So, 7 more damage. I will be at sitting just about 22 HP for the upcoming rat fight. Not the worst ever, but it doesn't make me the happiest. Yeah, 22 HP. Can't really do much else. I'm not gonna go into final boss with 22 HP, so I just gotta beat this boy right here and now. No sits. Not good. Roll me? No sits. Snapdragon for even. Well, I set up Snapdragons, not doing much else, unfortunately. You rolled decently for 2 poison. At the very minimum now. That's 3 poison at the very minimum now. 4 poison at the very minimum? 4 poison at the very minimum. Okay. Horrendous for us, but that could just be 1 die from the poison at least, so honestly not the worst. I am totally fine with that. Spend a 5, get that out of here. Gain me a mana. Gain me some more. And go ahead and get the Enchanted Bolt out here, quite frankly. Guys, that's residual damage I get. Minimum of 2 damage being taken. Actually 3 if he plays it right, but I don't think he's gonna be smart because they just go left to right whenever they're spending. You just gotta love rolling new dice. You just gotta love when they roll just perfectly and get to play their entire turn and deck everything like that, right? Right. God, I love it. It's so stupid, dude. So stupid. Not the best at all. I am not happy about this. I don't want to take the damage, though. But at the very least, I have Enchanted Bolt just residually dealing some, so not gonna be the maddest. But I basically am on a 2-turn clock, I feel. That poison is not ticking any lower anytime soon. I just gotta hope for better rolls still. Don't just take the 9, all things considered here. I want to put the Summer Solstice out here for the potential of just 1-turning you with my Crystal Ball. And then if the poison hits the Summer Solstice, it hits the Summer Solstice at the end of the day. You know? Oh, please. Please, dude. I could actually roll horribly and die straight up to the poison. I'm not going to, at least. Get out of here. I did my full level, and I didn't have to use my Crystal Ball. Like, I will take it. Upgraded or prepared? Upgraded. Upgraded at this point. I need to keep my line moving. Scatchath. Not really doing much for manipulating her dice, so that's totally fine. Then I just need to really, just face buff myself up. So, fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah, she'll just deal damage and inflict me with stuff. Chances are she'll probably just inflict me with curse and then make my life even worse. But we'll see how things go. Okay. Great Flower Pot is just you get even mana. For a Daffodil, minimum of 2 only. Decent. Roll me a 5, see what I get. That's a 1. Annoying. Not necessarily anything I wanted out of things here, I'll be honest with you. But I will go ahead and do something like this. 7 damage next turn. Decent. Blind only affects my HP, and it's either I die or I don't this fight, so honestly, no problems there. Even gain me mana, because all I'm pointing towards is if I ever get any sitses for Summer Solstice. That's a 5. Can't really do much of rolling it down. I think I'll just go ahead and replace with Power Pot to see if I can get anything more. Not much. Keep rolling it. I'm trying to play for sitses. Not getting it, but I do get an even, so I will just wear you down with my dot at the beginning of each turn. That, of course, has to be a curse. Why? Why even? Why even live, Cruzy? Oh. I don't want to give her another dice this fight at all. I just put this into Summer Solstice, quite frankly. I'm just going to toss, because I don't want to deal with it. I'm not dealing with it. Why? I mean, at least you are literally dealing 2 damage per turn. If you keep doing that, Chief. Okay, whatever. But Summer Solstice is ready. I'll toss these, and I'm working to kill you next turn, unless you curse me again. Fine by me. Very fine by me. Just get me 2 sitses, and we're out of here. I don't even need 2 sitses. You're just dead. Get out of here with those curses. You vile, vile boss. Well, I got an achievement for completing all Parallel Universe episodes with the main cast. So I'm pretty happy about that. First time doing it on a run compared to the 19 losses on Witch 4, so nothing bad there. And plus, it's a nice breather. It's a nice different kind of run, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, we just have one more left, which is the bonus round for Witch. So, return to form, and honestly, I'm gonna be pretty fine by this. Considering how much problems I had with just regular Witch runs. If I'm going back to what you can consider normal